are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The play fake. Parrish. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Parrish. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try. Before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
To throw on 3rd down. Parrish. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. The Dolphins at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown on them.
Back on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But you know.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. Started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off-play action. Parrish. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
To throw on second down, Parrish. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be a third and about 13.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, Parrish buying time to his left. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Parrish. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Looking to throw on second down. Parrish. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Out of the gun now on third down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw on second down, Parrish. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. To throw on third down, Parrish. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Three and a half to go, first quarter. And the slot man goes in motion left. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. Consecutive runs of 6 yards. Gives him a 1st and 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Like his first year in the NFL, I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2nd and 5. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Touchdown, Dolphins! Devin Singletary, his first touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. A throw over the middle, taken in, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
17-0 our score after 1. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Parrish. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Lutz with the extra point. And a rally's on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Parrish. And he's going to go down again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to fourth down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Dolphins' defenses are able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Five yards remain on second down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Second down at 6 now from the 42. On play action, they'll throw. And the Raiders have got him. Odafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Charles, Are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around, they're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On first down, Parrish. He completes this to Sutton. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Off the play fake, Parrish. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.